to figure out how to not let my videos be interrupted by phone calls and things of that nature too. All these spam people calling you and for donations and stuff. You donate once and you don't open up a whole website of donations. I would love to help everybody that needs help, but we know that's not possible, and it starts to get a little irritating. Um, yeah. Anyway, back to the normal business here. Um, so um, as I was healing, I decided that my attention to football and other things that entertained me or made me happy, was put to the side because there were some things that was making me very, 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 very unhappy, and I wasn't being very productive, and I felt like I was out of place. I wasn't where I was need to be. I didn't have a purpose. I didn't have a inspiration, a drive to do what was in my heart, and with everything that I was trying to maintain, I actually forgot what was in my heart. Like, what do I want to do? And here I go now at 50, and I'm like figuring it out now. And I'm so amazed at divine timing, and I'm so amazed at synchronicities and really digging in myself. I'm so amazed at knowing me now and loving me, all of me, the good, the bad, and some sketchy, some ugly, not sketchy, but ugly. And um, I'm happy with that. And when I dug in myself and dug in all the past, I mean, things came back from childhood, parents, old friend wounds, like everything. And I was like, finally settled on how the where's, the whys, and understanding why I had to go through certain things in my life, and I'm proud of that. So, in saying that, I told you guys poetry came out, writing came out, artistic things, painting. It just is starting to like my gifts are just flooding, and I'm so excited about it. So I want to get in this gift, and I get in this for a while, and then something else comes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can do this too. And so I do start doing something else, and I was like, oh my god, I can do this too. And then all these ideas, and I'm entrepreneurship mindset, so I'm like, I could do this and this and this and this and this. And the reality is, because I'm such an introvert, I don't have a lot of connections, or I do now because it's opening up, and I offered my opening to the universe to allow those things to come in me. And I understand energies now, stuff like that. But I want to read this one poem. I wanted to give you a quick snippet of what's been going on and whys. And not that I have to explain it, but you can understand if you've been following me for a while or you've gone through any of my videos that I went through a very tough period of my life, and it completely changed my entire life. Like my entire life, my entire mindset, everything. What the event didn't, digging in myself and connecting to God, changed my perspective, and that has changed my entire life. And it's amazing to me, and I want to share. So I want to share. I've been doing Instagram, you know. I don't know how I gravitated over because of the poetry. I gravitated over to the Instagram, and when I got over to Instagram, I went to I had a client to come to me, and I started sharing my poetry with my clients. And my clients is like, "Oh, this is good. This is good." Give me suggestions and stuff like that. And one particular client, shout out to Kenny, he suggested busboy and poets, and he also suggested a friend that he knew that was into the thing. Shout out um, to Jamaica as well, and good peoples, like good peoples. And so I started researching busboy and poets, the times, the dates, and all of that kind of stuff. And December 30th, I believe, December 30th or 31st, I have to go back, but it's one of you. I think it's December 30th. I did my first live on busboy and poets. Yeah, it was easier because I'm only talking to one person, but you can see how many people are in the chat and in the comment, and you also know that it's going to be shared throughout busboy and poet stuff. So anybody that caught it or follows you, they're gonna catch it eventually. It was a little nerve wracking the first couple times, and it still sometimes gets nervous because I have so much to share, and some of the stuff I haven't practiced, I just write. And but I started reading on Busboy and Poets Live. Long story short, I developed relationships with some of the hosts on Busboy and Poets, and such good people, good people, and like such good people. Um, and I want to remember all the names, but off the top of my head, we got E Baby Horns, we we got the comedian. What is his name? All I can say is the comedian because I just love him. He just has such a all of them just have such an opening and warm, welcoming feelings, and people that it's like they totally understand when you're nervous and you're starting out. They just have such a pull. So anybody have a talent, busboy poets, want to do poetry, just check them out because I'm telling you, and E Baby straight over me, straight up, like he's so welcoming. So I wrote him a poem, and that's funny. It's a whole. I hope we get to do a whole new series about this thing, get this thing cracking because oh, it's so amazing to me. So saying that, I'm going to be giving you some inspirational poems. I'm going to give you some reflection poems. I'm going to give you some um, self love poems. I'm going to give you some insight. Like, it's a lot. So I have a lot of reflection poems. And I'm just learning, like, the different type of poem terminology. I didn't know that a lot of my poems are called journey poems, where it takes you, like, through a journey. But that's what's in my head, like storytelling or the way it goes. Not, I, I'm getting better at just putting words together and you know like the flow, the slams, and all that kind of stuff. But what I write is like very from my heart, from my meaning, from my experiences, and what I feel like would help someone. That all being said, for 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, I'm probably going to start sharing my poetry on YouTube. But I will encourage anyone that follows YouTube but don't follow me on Instagram, or follows me on Instagram and don't follow me on YouTube or Facebook or TikTok. I've been doing that, and that's been absolutely fun to me as well. So I'm going to give all my names. It's Reborn Soul Vibes on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitter. And it's Renee Maxwell or Flawed to Fabulous LLC, Flawed to Fabulous LLC on Facebook, or um, it also has a Flawed to Fabulous LLC on Instagram. But when I started this poetry and I started this journey and I'm posting inspirational things, and I just put it under my Instagram page, my regular one, and it catapulted. Let me just tell you that little experience before I read this poem and then I'm done. But my Instagram went cray since I started doing my poetry online. And I don't know if it's because I started doing my poetry online or because I started actually interacting. Hello. I actually started interacting and posting and like feedbacks and stuff like that, and it went crazy. I think I had like three. I wish I could remember. I don't. I'm gonna search and go back and figure out. Y'all know me and technology and all that little stuff. To see how many followers I had as of December or November, because or December, yeah, because it was December 30th when I did the first one, and how many I have now. And I'm gonna just off the top of my head tell you that I had about 350 ish subscribers on Instagram. And I don't even I was not an Instagram person. I have it linked to other sites, so if I post on one, it'll shoot to the other ones and stuff. But I didn't directly get on Instagram. Well, um, I have 800 and over 870 now, and we're talking December 30th, so we can just say January 1st. January to this is the end of March, so we can say a complete 3 months. All of January, all of February, and all of March. I went from 300 and something subscribers to 850. I think I'm probably by the end of oh, this is almost the end of the month. So probably by the end of the month, I'm gonna hit 1,000, and then I'm gonna start going lives and doing lives and stuff like that. But I have a goal that I'm not gonna do this until I reach that, so it can give me that goal to get to. If that makes sense. So, and then I'm interacting so much that I started liking and sharing and liking and commenting on other people's posts and stuff. And then Instagram froze me, and I was like, "What is this?" I couldn't go on any lives anymore. I couldn't get into people chats, and I'm like, "What is this?" Again, me, I'll get like, and then say, "Forget it," and go about my business and do something else. And at the same time, I'm listening to my spirit, so I feel like that was a way for me to say, okay, you've built up Instagram. Now get back to your original YouTube channel and get some content put in there, honestly. And yeah, you even branched off to TikTok and started doing that. Like you got 50 subscribers in TikTok and you're not even active like that on TikTok. So those 50 can go to your YouTube and your Instagram and your Facebook, but definitely YouTube so I can get my subscribers up. Not I'm stressing about it. If all 107 of you guys just watch my videos and get something from it and can grow from it, I'm happy. But of course, anybody that's doing these kind of things want a large audience because we want to reach more. So I'm gonna read this poem on strength, and then I'm gonna tell you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for anyone that watches and subscribes and hit the notification bell and share it to anyone if you feel like someone needs inspiration or somebody reminds you of me, got my vibes, will feel like kind of feel in that same little feel. I'm looking for my vibe tribe. I got a poem on that. I'm so excited and I thank you guys. So I'm going to share this poem on strength. I will listen to your words, yet I'm also watching your actions. I'll sit back and compare the two to make sure they're matching, or just a small fraction. I'm not just hearing what you say, but what does what you say resonate? Do you really want to connect, or are you here to imitate? Or is it my very soul that you want to infiltrate? I'll continue to listen to my intuition, third eye open, trust myself so I don't get played out of my position. Permission to stand up for myself and stop putting my dreams on the shelf, waiting for someone else to dust me off. See, but not valuing myself, it came at a heavy cost. And sitting in that space, whew, that's where I was lost. So I'll stand in my truth and I don't need no proof authorized to say how I feel. No harm meant. Yeah, there's going to be some feelings that's still going to be bent. But from my heart to my maker, he knows the deal. Word from the wise, I was stripped of all pride. But I know as long as I let the divine take the wheel. I accepted these instructions so I can reveal purpose, power, prep, even pep in my step. With that, you can bet, let me spill, that Isaiah 40:31 is real. And Isaiah 40:31 is a poem on strength. And it says, I shall wait upon the Lord, and he shall renew my strength. I shall mount up with wings like eagles. I shall run and not be weary. I shall walk and not faint. And I encourage you guys to do the same. Be strong. And if you're confused, my God is not an author of confusion. There's truth in everything. And the answers are inside yourself. Look inside yourself. Seek spirit to tell you the answers. And may you be blessed and prosperous and abundant and happy in every area in your life. I thank you for your time. I ask you to like, share, subscribe, and leave comments so I can interact, connect with you guys. Thanks.